ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, गौरांगा महाप्रभु की, संपेत भक्त वृंद की, हरि हरि बोल। Welcome for the Thursday class. I think so. This is after a long time. We have a break of a long time. So, Mataji, can we revise what we had done in the last class? Go in this way.
Hare Krishna. The perfection of life is to understand the presence of the Lord everywhere in each and everything. Due to the modes of passion and ignorance, we cannot understand the Lord and His transcendental nature. Lord can be known only by His mercy and by rendering devotional service unto Him. Just as we cannot count the waves of the ocean, Lord's pastimes are unlimited and continuously going on in various universes. Lord Ananshas is glorifying the Lord with His unlimited mouth from time immemorial, but is still not able to complete the glorification. The Lord is unlimited and inconceivable. Brahmaji gets bewildered during Brahma Lila. He sees the Vishnu of the Lord and the entire creation, including himself within the body of the Lord, and also sees the annihilation. The four-headed Brahmaji of our universe then proclaims that he cannot understand the Lord. Then we discuss the Virat Rupa of the Lord, how the eyes of the Lord are the sun, hair are the clouds, bodily are the trees, veins are the rivers, chest are the religion, back is irreligion, the mouth is fire, the breath is air, bones are the mountain, mind is the moon, ears are the 10 directions, head is Brahmanas, arms are the Kshatriyas, abdomen Vaishyas, legs Shudras, nostrils are Ashwini Kumaras, eyelids are day and night, teeth Yamraj, intelligence Brahmaji, navel sky, anger is Rudra, waist is ocean, palate is Varundev, smile is Maya, the material energy. Forehead are the Vedas, cement is water. And the 14 planetary systems, the Virat of the Lord, the soles of the feet is Patal, heels and toes are Rasatal, ankle is Mahatal, shanks are the Taratal, knees Sutal, thighs Atal and Vital, hips Bhuloka, navel Bhuvarloka, chest is Svargloka, neck is Maharloka, mouth is Janloka, forehead is Tapasloka, and head is Satyaloka. Lord is present everywhere. Devotees connect everything with the Lord. For example, water, the Lord is the taste of water. Brahmaji being Adi Guru connects everything with the Lord in his prayers, teaching us how we should be connecting similarly. The Lord supplies the juice of life to all vegetables at the moon. As fire, Lord digests food. And Lord also accepts oblations offered in sacrifice. Lord's mouth is Yajna Guru. Feeding pure Vaishnavas is equivalent to offering food to the Lord. Sun God and his children, namely Yamraj, Yamuna, Shanidev and Manu, are all great devotees of the Lord. Lord told the Bhagavad Gita first to Sun God, give us one. Lord breathes, hence we breathe. Our body has 10 life hairs. 5 primary hairs like Prana, Pan, Udan, Saman and Vyan, and 5 supplementary hairs which are subtle, namely Naga hair, Kritra hair, Kurma hair, Devadatta hair, and Dhananjaya hair. And Lord Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava in this material world. Vaishnavanam Yatha Sharma. At Jagannath Puri, Mahaprasad is first offered to Bimla Devi and then distributed to everyone. So everything should be seen in connection with the God. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So now we will move forward. Once these prayers are complete, then Lord appears. So this at the Shweta Dweep, Sirushagar, these prayers are sung by Brahmaji with the demigods. Shivji is also there, and all the demigods are also there. And as these prayers are complete, Lord appears. And we start with the 6th chapter. 8th canto, 6th chapter. So let's start reading the first text of the 6th chapter, 8th canto. Who will read the shlokas? Text 1, Shri Shuka Uvacha. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Evam Stutaha Suraganera Bhagavan Hari Ishvara Tesham Hari Bhuvarajan Sahasra Arka Udaya Kritya. Sahasra Arka Udaya Kritya. Sahasra means 1,000. Arka means sun. Udaya, rise. Dvitya, effulgence. So like thousands of suns coming together and their brightness, that was the bright. Because he has all the six opulence. Which are the six opulence? Dhana, Bala, Saundarya, Yasha, Jnana, Vairagya. These six things he has complete. Bhagavan. That's why he's called Bhagavan. So Lord appeared in full opulence in front of the Dev. And why is called Hari?
Because he takes away all the
He takes away all your sins, all your papas, all your difficulties, and that's why it's called as Hari. And after Haran of all this, he gives you love. Love of God, and that's why it's called Hari. Another name, Hari means it is called as lion, also is called as Hari. Why? Because he appeared in the form of Nrsimha. And like lion, when he enters wherever, all other run away. So when Lord Hari's name enter inside our heart, all the darkness in the form of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsarya, and all the path runs away. That's why it's called Hari. Prema diye hare man. What he does? Oh, man haran kar le. That's why it's called as Hari. And Ishwar. Why is called Ishwara? Bhagavan Hari Ishwara. He is the supreme controller, controller of the controller. And that's why it's called as Ishwara. So here, Evam Stutita Suragane Bhagavan Ishwaro Hari. Like we have seen so nicely, Brahmaji connected each and everything in the universe with the Lord. In the last today, the Virat Roop was nicely described, and each and every element in this universe was connected with the Lord. Air is the breathing of the Lord. The sun is the eyes of the Lord. The clouds are the hair of the Lord. We described just now the entire thing. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatal. Everything. The bones are the mountains of the Lord. Everything what we see is a part of the Lord. Sometimes people say that why is that we are separate from the Lord? Why we are different, we are away from the Lord. We are never away from the Lord. We are always with the Lord. We are always with the Lord. But our consciousness, our thinking is separate from the Lord. Here, we are inside the Virat Rupa. When the mud was eaten by the Lord, then Yashoda Mata saw the entire universe inside the mouth. And what did Yashoda Mata saw? Herself also she was seeing inside. So similarly, we are inside the Lord. And I always give the example of the leech. वो सर पे रहती है जू, लेकिन वो सोचती है कि मैं आजाद हूं और ये मेरा ग्राउंड है, ये मेरा घर है, इसमें जो करूंगा वो चलेगा और खून चूसती रहती जू. So similarly, we are inside the body, and that's why Ishavashyamidam sarvam yat kinchet jagatyam jagata tena tyaktena bhujita ma vidakasya svidadhanam. Isha Isha Avasya Idam Sarva. The first shloka of Isha Upanishad, Vedas. It says this entire is Isha Avasya. Isha Avasya Idam Sarva. Yat Kinchit Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjita Madhida Kasya Svidadhanam. Everything belongs to Lord. And we have to take that much which is required. We have to understand everything in this world is cautious. सब चीज जीवित है. ये पत्थर भी भगवान की हड्डी है. क्या है? घास फूस जो दिखते हैं वो रोम खूब है. ये जितने भी झाड़ हैं. We cannot say nothing is separate from the Lord. Everything is there. And we have to understand that consciousness. And with that consciousness, when Brahmaji was thinking, Lord appeared. What is the name? Bhagavan. Ishvara. Bhagavan Hari Ishvara. And what happened? Bhagavan Hari Ishvara. Desham Avirbhuta Rajan. He appeared. Lord always appeared. प्रकट होते. क्या होते? भक्ति से प्रकट होते. किससे? He cannot be forced to come. He never cannot be forced to come. He will only appear when there is bhakti. Duryodhan tried to keep himself the Lord. 56 भोग खिला के, 56 भोग विदुर, you know क्या? दुर्योधन का मरेवा त्यागो, सुखो साथ विदुर घर खाए. ऐसे प्रेम पुजारी श्यामा श्याम. So that is what he appears where there is bhakti. And that's why Lord appeared, seeing the sincere prayer of Brahmaji. And how did he appear? It is said, Sahasra Arka Udaya Dutya, with thousands of suns, if come together, and their effulgence. How much will be their effulgence? And the same shloka, if you can remember, it is said in the Bhagavatam. When Arjuna saw that Virat Rupa, what he told? 11th chapter. What he told? So much, light, effulgence is coming. And, we know that shloka. Brahmeti, Bhagavaneti, no, Bhagavaneti Shakti. Three tattvas are there. With Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. And Lord Krishna showed that the light is the effulgence that is coming from his body. Alol Chandra Kalasat Vanmalya Vanshi Ratnam Gadam Pranaya Keti Kada Vidasam Shamam Trimam Vanalita Nyata Prakasha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Gajam. Many places it is said this thing. That the alol, the brightness is coming from the Lord's body. That is called as Brahmate, Nirakara Brahma. What is called? Nirakara Jyoti, Nirakara Brahma. And we have seen that how when Duryodhan wanted to capture who? Isko pakad lo in the sabha. And Lord, pakad sakte to pakado. And he showed the light. What? What happened? Everybody was dazzled by the light. They were not able to see. Only Bhishma Deva was able to see that light. And they were blinded. They were blinded. And the same thing will now happen. When coming with so much effulgence, so much light, the Devtas get blinded. What they happen? Blinded. Now we'll read the second verse. Read the second verse. Somebody else can read. Deneva sarasa sarve Deva Pratihata Ishana. I request everybody that everybody has a mobile, please go to Vedabase. And in Vedabase, please go chapter Canto 8, Chapter 6, point 2, 8.6.2. Everybody has a mobile, please type database. Only they have to type database. What? Yes. And database, immediately the Bhagwatam canto will come, and in Bhagwatam canto, go for it. It's the simplest thing that everybody can do if they do not have the book. But whenever we come in Bhagwatam class, we request at least bring the Bhagwatam.
I always get my book.
That's why the mobile option is given. Okay, so please read. Prabhuji, again read the shloka. Tena eva sahasa sarve deva pratihata ikshana na pashyam kamdisha soni atmam cha bhuto. When the Lord appeared with that brightness, what was the effect? The entire Devi Devatas. It is said that Sarve Deva, who came with Brahmaji, what happened? Pratihakshana, Pratihekshana, means they were totally, their vision became blocked. जैसे आँख में light आ जाती है तो कैसा आगे you can't see anything, you can't see anything, right now. The same thing happened with the demigods. When their vision became blocked and they could not see what they are seeing. Na pashyam means they cannot see what? Kham. Kham means Akash. Kham is what? Disha, the directions. And Kaushali, then Kaushali means the land. They were not able to see the land, they were not able to see the sky, they were not able to see directions. Why? Because of the light that was coming. And Lord can expand his light and he can reduce his light at his will. What? Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavita mudhoyam navikanati lokamaya. Naham prakasha. I can, whenever I want, I can expand and I can contract. He can do any kind of that. So this light, this Mayavadi people, Nirakarvadi people get very much attracted. For them, this light is everything. There is one class of spiritualists, they only believe in light. क्या आप believe करते हैं? कि there is only light and beyond light there is nothing. Tamaso ma jyotirgama. What they say? Asatoma sato. Satakam. Satakam. So they believe only in these words. If there is jyoti, what is that? There is nothing beyond it. And they say that beyond light there is nothing. But that's why Prabhupada gives us a very nice example. That if a train is coming from very far, at the night, pitch dark night, you will not able to see the train. Only you will be able to see what? Light. So yes, the train has a light, but the light is not only the train. Right? And show me now, when the train comes little more forward, then you will be able to see the light as well as the train. So when you go a little further, then you see the light and the bogies. What do you see? But when the train comes on the platform, what do you see? You see the light, you see the bogies, and you see the people. So when we go much closer, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti Shaktate. These three tattvas are there. And that's why, unless and until one doesn't go through a Guru Parampara system properly, unless and until he doesn't read the conclusion of all the Shastras, that is Srimad Bhagwatam. Bhagwatam is the sar of all the Shastras. It is called Kalpatari, Nigama Kalpataro, Kalita Phalam. If you want to, Veda is like a big tree. What? But if you want to know the tree, what is the tree? You have to eat the fruit. What? That is the chico fruit, mango fruit. You cannot just eat the tree. What? And say it is chiku, or it is mango. What? Or it is karela. You have to eat the fruit to know the tree. So the fruit of the Vedas is Srimad Bhagwatam. So unless and until the conclusion Srimad Bhagwatam is not read properly, people will get stuck in light. What? Lord is light. What? Yes, Lord is light, but it's a part. What is it? Beyond that, effulgence, Lord is there. There is a, another way of life. And that's why here when we read the Shastras properly, through our Guru Parampara, we understand that yes, beyond light, there is a kingdom. Beyond light, there is a spiritual realm where Rasa Bhava relationships are there with the Lord. What? Shanta Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, Madhurya Rasa relationships are there. And that is the perfection of human life. That we have to develop the love which is there in our heart. And we have to go to that realm. And that is the perfection of the human life. We are stuck over here because we want to do bhoga. What? But Lord says, unless and until you do not do yoga, what? Yoga karma su kaushana. Lord says what? Yoga karma su kaushana. And the highest yoga is bhakti yoga. Which yoga? Bhakti. And that's why in the 6th chapter, last shloka, he says that, what is that? Yoginam api sarvesham advaterantara shraddhavan bhajate yoga same yukta tamoma. He is the greatest person. Which shraddhavan who is bhajate ma? Yoginam api sarvesham advaterantara. Who is the greatest yogi? Who is doing shraddhavan bhajate? What is the word used? Bhajate yoga. So again and again I am saying, unless and until we do not do the bhakti process properly, it is the Lord, all these three tattvas will not be revealed. People will know impartially. What they will know? Impartially. And when you are not from Guru Parampara, what? When you are not authorized doctor, you only a compounder. What? Then you will start giving treatment also. Some people will get better also, but sometimes the patient may also die. So the so-called spiritualist, and which is we called, the second shloka of what the Bhagwatam, which we read every day. Dharma projita kaitava dharma. Which dharma? Cheating dharma. In Kali Yuga, most of the people who are not bona fide are cheating dharmas. Because they do not teach the pure love of God. What? How to love Lord, they never teach. How to serve Lord, they try to make Lord as Nirakar sometimes. क्या? या बोल देंगे तुम भगवान. क्या बोल देंगे? हम भी भगवान, तुम भी भगवान, सब भगवान. That is cheating, pure cheating. We are not, we are mamevansha. Jiva loke, jiva bhuta. We are part and parcel of Lord. We cannot be Lord. We can be godly, but we cannot be God. And that's why again and again, all these scriptures when we read, Brahma is sitting, Shivaji is sitting, all the Devatas are sitting. The Asuras, all, you will see how this entire topic, tells us that there is a difference between Lord, between the Devatas, between the supreme powerful rishis, everything. The incidents will come when Lakshmi ji comes out from this churning. Lakshmi ji comes out and she has a garland, and she sees everybody's there in this assembly. All the devatas are there, all the rishis are there, all powerful personalities of the universes are there. She's seeing every person. And then she's saying, this person is not perfect. This person is not perfect because it has this fault, this fault, this fault, this fault, this fault. She tries to find out the fault in everybody. Says something is left in this person. Something is defect in this person. And then she tries to come to the conclusion, Lord doesn't have any defect, but only one defect, that everybody is attracted to me. He is not attracted. That is the only defect. What? Everybody wants Lakshmi. What? Everybody wants Kripa, but he doesn't want. So this is the only defect he has. Oh, Lord. Narayan. So this entire story by Tattva, if we understand, we can understand how insignificant we are and how Lord is great. And that's why here, just by the light, what? Light. Even the devatas are totally blinded and they are not able to see the sky, the land, their own self. What to speak about? Their own hand, and they were not that much brightness. In the 8th chapter, if somebody remembers, Aditya Varnam, that is one shloka. That how the Lord should be remembered. He says, Aditya Varnam. My Varna is like Aditya. Aditya means? No, Tamala Varna, that is there, but this shloka is there specifically in the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord says that this is how I should be remembered in all. So that word is there, Aditya Varna. What is my Varna? Aditya. And I cover myself. What? And that's why, whenever the gopis used to hide the Makhan in the dark, and they used to go and complain to mother, somehow light इसमें निकलता है इसके कितना भी डार्क में रखे ढूंढ लेता है ये ढूंढ लेता है कि कुछ ना कुछ दिखना भी अंधेरे में माता इससे अंधेरे में रखो दिखेगा नहीं ऐसा नहीं तो ये जहां भी लगा लाइट अपने आप आ जाता है and he is able to catch it. So that is the thing. Bilva Thakur, what he says about the light. He says, you should be punished. What? You should be punished. And he says very nicely, he says, there's a dark place. And in that dark place, you should be kept. And what is that darkest place? My heart. What? My heart. There is no other darkest place other than my heart. If you are kept over there, then that is a nice place for, brightness will come at least. Okay, so let's go further. The third verse. Virancho Bhagavan Drishtva Sahasravena Atanu Swachha Markata Shama Kanjagar Paurushena. Now we will third verse. We will read one verse properly. Please read the translation word. Okay. Then fourth somebody will read, fifth somebody will read, sixth somebody. You read Virancha. Virancha.
Virancha means Lord Brahma.
Then
Bhagavan, who is also addressed as Bhagavan because of his powerful position.
So here Brahmani is also accepted as Bhagavan. Why? Because of his powerful position and because of the caretaker in creation of, he has that ansha. Okay, then
Drishtva, by seeing, Saha Matobid, Sharvena
With Lord Shivji is also sitting over there. With whom?
Brahma.
When this problem is happening, that time Shivji is also there. What problem happened? They had
Demigod.
demigod and lost all the opulence,
Because of that
garland thing. And they went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji told, चलो किधर जाते हैं? बैठ के उधर भजन करते हैं. क्या करते हैं? सब लोग भजन करते हैं. कुछ सोल्यूशन निकल जाएगा. तो सच्चा गुरु भजन करवाएगा. क्या करवाएगा? सच्चा गुरु will tell you to do bhajan, and he will also do bhajan for you together, so that your problem solved. This is the pratha. This is the pratha. Proper guru will pray, will do prayer and request the Lord. What?
Request the Lord.
And it is said congregation chanting helps. What? So here what they are doing? Sitting together. As I always tell, एक आदमी सेठ के पास जाकर पगार बढ़ाओ तो कोई चांसेस नहीं है कि बढ़ाएगा. मगर पूरे टीम यूनिटी करके जाके यूनियन जाके बैठ जाएगा और बोलेगा सेठ पगार बढ़ाओ तो सेठ उधर सुन लेना. तो उसमें जो नालायक लोग रहते हैं उनका भी पगार. तो वैसे ही when we pray in congregation sitting together and do the bhajan, even if we are not qualified, हम लायक नहीं है तो भी हमको कृपा मिल जाए. दंगे हो रहे हैं और उसमें कभी घुस गए तो और कभी पकड़े गए तो उसके साथ में तुमको भी पीटा जाए. तो इट इज कॉमन फॉर एवरीथिंग. अच्छे के लिए भी फायदा हो जाएगा और संग किया गुरु के साथ में तो गुरु के साथ में भी नुकसान होने वाला है. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल किसका संग करना. Yes. So here we see that congregation prayers work. What? When you do congregation, and that's why Lord says, Naham vasami vaikunte yoginam vidayesha madabhakta yatra kayam tatra tishtami narad. I am there wherever people congregation and sitting and glorify and chanting my name. I am there. I am definitely there. And that's why Lord is coming. And here Brahmaji with Shiv. Why these two names are given prominently? Because many people are there who do not know about Lord Krishna outside. They think Lord Krishna as Vishnu Murti. What? Vishnu. As Vishnu Murti. They do not understand that Lord Krishna is the source. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Ade Govinda Sarvakarana Eke Anshakala Unsa Krishna Su Bhagavan Swayam Bhagavan. Rest are Eke Anshakala. What are they? Ansha your Kala. People do not know this thing. And that's why when we read the Shastra under a proper modified parampara, then we understand the difference. Yes, Krishna is supreme. What? Krishna is supreme. And again, each place it is shown that Shivaji, Brahmaji are praying. What are they doing? Praying. So if they are praying, then what we should do? We should also pray. We should try to follow the Mahajana. And then what they saw, they were able to see. What? Please read further.
Unto the Supreme Lord, Tanum, his transcendental form, and Swachim.
Tanum means what?
His transcendental form.
See, one understand, Lord also has a body. But it's not like
Us.
our body. Tanum. It is Sachidanand. What is it? Sachidanand. Our body is completely material. What? Material. And we, as a soul and our body are different. But Lord, as a soul and Lord's body is not different. That we have to understand. So sometimes people, mostly Most of the religion, even if you go to outside, religion, they say, like the Muslim religion, they say it's Nirakar. If you go to Sikh, they also consider as that Nirakar only. But if you see inside the Sikhism, entire thing is about Lord Krishna. The Vaheguru is none other than Krishna.
They always speak about the Govind.
So what I am trying to say, when we do not follow from a proper parampara system, we only know a part of spiritual life. What? We do not know the complete whole. We do not know the Paramatma Paksha. We do not know the Bhagavan. And that's why if you see entire purport, Srila Prabhupada, entire purports of Saraswati Maharaj, they only defeat Mayavad. What is that Mayavad? Mayavad, which tries to understand that you and we are one. Lord is Nirakar. What? What is you call Buddhism? Buddhism is Shunyavad. What is it? Before it was Shunya, after it is Shunya, everybody is going to shoot up Shunya. What? Before it was Shunya, after it is Shunya, and everybody is going towards Shunya. So Prabhupada says, if everybody is becoming Shunya, then why to work only? If everything is become to zero only, and there is nothing going to left afterwards, then what is the use of working? Huh? So we have to understand time, place, and circumstances. Our Guru Parampara nicely explained why Buddhism came, why Shankaracharya came, why the Sharirik Bhashya was given, place and time. Then all the four Acharyas came, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vallabhacharya. They came to establish certain parts of Vedic purposes. When the Brahmanas were taking the Vedas and trying to use the Vedas for killing, at that time the Buddha had to come. And he had to neglect that the highest society of people are using the Vedas for killing and doing hinsa. That's not right. And that's why the purpose of his death. So we have to understand the purpose. Why Lord comes. Here, when he's coming, and then they are seeing the Tanu, which is totally what? Satchidananda. Now, so in this 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th verse, super nice description about Lord is given. What? How nice the Lord is looking. And now we should try to remember that form. What? Word, we should try to remember. Please. Swachha. How the Tanu body is what? Swachha. Somebody can write each word here. Come. Swachha means what, Madhavi? Without material contamination. Our body is full of material contamination. इसमें क्या है? चमड़ी को निकाल दो, क्या दिखेगा बाद में? कितना अच्छा दिखता है. और मांस को निकाल दो, फिर क्या दिखेगा उसमें? रक्त को निकाल दो, फिर क्या दिखेगा? हड्डी. कितना सुंदर है. तो रक्त, मांस, पीक, मल, मूत्र, these are outer things which we discontaminate. But there is mind, intelligence, and ego. What? That is more contaminated. That is because it contains all the other contamination. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsarya. But Lord, so Lord doesn't have this mala. All these things, his body is not made of bones, or his body is not made of, rakta, people, like our body is made of. This swachha. What is it? Satchidanand. What is it? Satchidanand. Each and every part. Lord, when in the 11th, 10th chapter, when he describes the Vibhuti Yoga, अहमात्मा गुडाकेश सर्वभूताशया स्थित अहम आदिश्च मध्यम च भूतानाम अन्ते एव च आदित्यनाम अहम विष्णु ज्योतिषाम रवि अंशुमान् मारुत मरुतामस्मि नक्षत्राणाम अहम शशि वेदानाम सामवेदोस्मि देवानाम अस्मि वासवा इंद्रियाणाम मनश्चास्मि भूतानाम अस्मि चेतना रुद्राणाम शंकरश्चास्मि वित्तेषु यक्षरक्षसां वसुनाम पावकाश्चास्मि मेरु शिखरणाम च अहम Brihaspati, what he completely says all this, I am this, I am this, I am this, and then in the last, what he says, all this is coming from my one ansha. What is it coming? Ansha. The last bit. Ekam vibhutim yogam cha. He says all these vibhutis are coming from my one ansha. How much? Ek anshe no sthito jagata. By my one ansha, I situate inside this Brahman. Where he speaks all this vibhuti. And after that, in the 11th chapter, then Arjuna says, I am totally vibhuti. अब जो बोल रहे हैं मेरे दिमाग के ऊपर से जा रहा है अभी आप मेरे को अभी दिखा दो आप मेरे को अभी then not you can't see what it's impossible to see जैसे अंदर मेरे अंदर कोई वायरस है छोटा सा कीड़ा है अगर वो बोले प्रभु आपका भी विराट रूप दिखाओ अंदर आप बैठे हो is it possible for him to understand divine eyes by which they can see future, present, everything they can see.
But even with the help of divine light, they describe it's a very powerful light after having the divine light.
Yes. तो हमारे जैसे आँख का तो आप अंधा हो जाएगा.
नंबर ही जाएगा.
अगर उसका लाइट इतना आ गया हमारे आँख में तो क्या होगा? पर्दा फटेगा. इसीलिए भगवान बोले आप नहीं देख सकते. So okay, swachha. Swachha means what? Without any material. And then the second word, Markat Shyam. What was the body? Markat Shyam. Markat Shyam means what? Without the heat. With a body luster like light of blue james. You know, Jim, blue, Nila, Markat Mani. How is it? Swachha Markat Mani. That is the body luster of the Lord. Like a gem. You know, money का कैसा एकदम blue color का money रहेगा. That is what is the light. That is what. Swachha Markat Mani. Markat Shyama. Then and when before the sun rises, you know, you see that Aruna Uday, what we call as Aruna, pinkish color. Is that pink? Then the sunlight comes, if you see. So Ikshanam, Aruna Ikshanam. So how is the light eyes? Like the lotus. Kanja Garbha and Ikshanam, Aruna Ikshanam. So Swachha Markata Shyamam Kanja Garbha Aruna Ikshanam. Remember all these things. This is how you have to remember. Then the fourth, who will read this fourth verse? Yes, Mataji, please read. Lasaka Kaushaye Vasasa Prasanna Charu Sarvaki Suhim Sundara. Now one word, Mataji, please read one word. Tapta Hema Vadanate.
A luster like that of a molten gold.
So, how is the dress? Tapta Hema. Hema means gold. Gold. Like if you molten the dress that is having Pitambar is how molten gold shining. He has Markata Sham body. What? Kanja Garbha Iksha, Aruna Iksha. And Swachha. And above that, shining molten Hema. You know, Tapta Hema. Tapta Hema. It's not Hema. Hema means gold. Tapta Hema means molten gold. And that is the shining. You know, Lasata Kausha Vasan. So Lord also at least compulsory. It is said in a corporate place, you have to have a dress code. Representing yourself. You are representing to Srila Prabhupada. तुम्हारा नाम करा होगा तो करा होने दो कोई प्रॉब्लम प्रभुपाद का इस्कॉन का गुरु परंपरा का नाम एटलीस्ट मत खराब हो और that's why it is said. And one other thing, rest is a very important. Lord himself is very nice. What? Rest plays a very important role. होते हैं तमोगुण ये होते ना जो भक्त है धोती कुर्ता पहनते हैं सब तो गुण एकदम सिंपल ड्रेसिंग करते हैं क्या कहते हैं रजोगुण एकदम शाइनी वो सामने वाला है उससे मेरा ज्यादा शाइनी होना चाहिए मेरा ज्यादा फ्लैशी वो वैसा है उसके पास 10,000 की साड़ी है मेरे पास 50,000 की और मेरे पास 50,000 है तो बिल्कुल लाभ होगी या इसके पास कोट किसका है रेमंड का है बड़ी बड़ी कौन सा उसके बड़ी बड़ी नहीं बड़ी नहीं ब्लैक की उसको कुछ कपड़ा आता है कोई जो रजोगुण वाले रहते हैं ना वो हमेशा फ्लैशी रहती है एकदम कलरफुल फ्लैशी वो दिखाना चाहते हैं आई एम समथिंग क्या आई एम समथिंग भगवान को ठीक है आई एम समथिंग क्या और जो तमोगुणी लोग रहते हैं लोग बस ड्रेसिंग वो खाली बाहर पेंटिंग घूमते हैं ये तमोगुणी लोग करते हैं but we think that's why dress matters. What? Spiritual also there are dresses and how beautiful dresses shining gold molten it is shining how The molten, gold shining, that is the dress which Lord is wearing. So, one another thing it denies, Lord is not Nirakar. What? Lord is not. He has a dress also. And that's why when we do Archavika Seva, he took nice dress. Why? He has a beautiful body and he accepts. Patram Pushpam Kalam Toya Yoga Adam Bhakti Pashnam Ashnami Veda. What to speak about this dress? The pragatai of the Radharaman deities happened because of the dress. आपको मालूम होगा पहले शालिग्राम शिला थी वो 12 शिला थी and one person came और सब मंदिर में वो ड्रेस देता था इनको भी ड्रेस देता था गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी को राधारमण जी को उधर आकर ड्रेस देते थे राधारमण गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी should cry. Everybody has deities and they are doing dressing and I can't do it. I also Lord want to do nice dressing for you, and also. And Gopal Bhatt used to cry. And then one day, out of frustration, he told Lord, "Agar aap nahi आओगे, आप अपने स्वरूप में, then बाजू में यहाँ से सामने यमुना दिखती है, क्या होती है? आप नहीं आओगे ना, ये पूरे आपके विग्रह ये जो शालिग्राम मेरे गले में लगा दूंगा और मैं डुबकी मार दूंगा." और this was the prana he had taken if you are not. Then next day on the Narsimha Bhagwan, our Narsimha Bhagwan appeared from the pillar. Similarly, when we enter Radharaman temple, there is Gopal Bhatt Goswami Samadhi, and before Samadhi there is one place where Radharaman Pragat happened, not in the altar, but there is one sthan next to the Samadhi where he appeared from the Shila, Shaligram Shila, and he appeared in the beautiful form on the Narsimha Day, Narsimha Chaturthi Day. And that's why from that day the dressing and everything was done. So to fulfill the wish of Gopal Bhatt Goswami, Lord appeared from the Shaligram Shila and the dressing was very nice. You see how beautiful our Radha Shyama Sundar in Vrindavan are decorated nicely and flowery. Huh? Somebody can go to Prema Mandir and somebody can go to Radha Shyama Sundar. He will feel the difference. One is live, another is dead. That is the difference between. So yes, Lord has a dress, and that's why we have to give nice dress. What? Nice dress to the Lord. That one, and we ourselves has to wear nice dress. Huh? We have 4 types of dress. Shuddha Sattvic, Sattvic, Rajasic, and Sattvic. So you choose what type of dress you want. If we are servant of Lord, and if we are Dikshit, I think so next time everybody will wear dhoti now. Okay. And tilak also. And hair also. Short hair is compulsory. Yes. Okay. So here, dress is a very important part. Dress, Lord likes. Lord himself has a spiritual dress. Now read further, Mataji.
Dressed in yellow silk garment.
Then Prasanna Charu Sarvangi. What is the meaning of that?
All the parts of whole body were graceful and very beautiful.
Each and every part was a perfect hands, fingers, the chest, the stomach, the navel, the face, the lips, the eyes, the nose, the kapal. What is it mentioned? Prasanna. How is it? Prasanna. It was prasanna, and anybody who sees that part, they themselves become Prasanna, Charu, Sarvam. Charu means beautiful. What do we say? It was so beautiful. Their angas were perfect, graceful, beautiful. Prasanna Charu, Sarvangi. Then Sumukhi, Sundar, Dhruvam. Sumukhi, matlab Lord has always smiled on his face. What? When Arjuna, when he was crying in the battlefield, and then अभी और ये अपना एक योद्धा बंद कर दिया. Lord is smiling because he saw future. क्या? Because Lord can see past, present and future. बोला देखो जिस काम के लिए मैं जन्म लिया वो टाइम आ गया अभी. मेरे को भगवत गीता देने का my Janma had happened to be Bhagavad Gita. So in future, many people will be reading these incidents and many people's life will get changed. So remembering that Lord is smiling. Another reason that Lord can remember that the same person had given the Updesh to Virat in the Virat route, in the Virat Yuddha, when that son was running and he left the battlefield. उसको पकड़ के क्षत्रियों का पूरा धर्म का उपदेश दिया था कि ऐसा भाग नहीं सकते तुम अकेले तो क्या हो गया क्या and the same people were there, all these same people were there who were there in front of him. Bhishma, Karna, all these Kauravas were there, the same people, and that time he was giving उपदेश to whom? विराट को, उनके विराट के पुत्र को. उत्तरा उसकी बहन उत्तरा. तो उत्तर को उन्होंने पकड़ा और उसको उस टाइम पे उपदेश किया. पूरा भगवत गीता सुनाया उसको. And the same now is getting bewildered. So Lord is remembering the past and Lord is remembering the future, and that's why he is smiling. So भगवान जब हंसते हैं ना तो बहुत समझने का कुछ सीरियस मैटर है. हाँ, वो समझ लेने का कि कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ है. हाँ, वो तो देखते रहते. अभी मेरे पास आया तो इसका भी टिकट हो गया. हाँ, you सोचते हैं because he can see. That's why Jagannath has big eyes. What is it? Big eyes. Because those who come in front of him, आज नहीं तो कल उनका उद्धार होना है. खाली आना चाहिए उनके सामने. क्या आना चाहिए? उनकी कृपा के सामने आना चाहिए. And that's why we see we have to go in front of Sumukha. How is? Very nice, beautiful face. And that is what our soul requires. Our soul requires Lord Darshan. Our soul requires Lord's association. Our soul requires serving the Lord. He's so beautiful. But the only problem is that we can only see through Jnana Chakshu, the Lord. Lord says in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says clearly the word that is used. Utkramatam stitam vapi bhunjanam bhagunamvitam vimudhanam pashyanti jnana chakshusha. Vimudhanam pashyanti. This vimuda people will never understand, but jnana chakshusha people will understand. So when we come over here, we get jnana chakshu. What? And through jnana chakshu, we try to see the Lord. Premanjana churita bhakti virochaya. Through prem, through love, when we try to see, heart gets, cherished. So beautiful. And that's why they said one time this is a real story, in Ranganath, one person was very attracted वाइफ, तो क्या इतना इतना पीछे पड़ा था, इतना पीछे पड़ा था कि मंदिर में भी आएगा तो उसका उल्टा चलता था, देखते चलता था, उसको चलता था, आगे पीछे चलता था, मतलब उसके सिवा उसको और कोई उसका दुनिया नहीं, इतना अट्रैक्टिव था उसके प्रति। तो रामानुजाचार्य को दया आ गई किसमें? क्योंकि भक्तों को हमेशा दया आती है कि इसके पास एक अच्छा गुण है, व्हाट ही इज ब्यूटी का पुजारी। किसका पुजारी? ब्यूटी का पुजारी। So he was so fortunate that Ramanujaya was standing and he saw that in the temple also he is doing the same thing. So भाई क्या करें? He prayed to Ranganath. आपने जो मोहिनी रूप था ना, तो शिव जी को दिखाया था, क्या इसको एक बार दिखा। बोलते इससे the conversation बोलते ये क्यों हुआ? बोलते I am so much attracted to the face. तो इससे अच्छा फेस दिखा, तो इससे कोई अच्छा फेस हो ही नहीं सकता। भगवान ने प्रार्थना की and Bhagavan showed him that, and it is said after seeing the face in Rangnath temple, he never moved from there. उधर से हिला नहीं, and he became a sannyasi over there. That is the mercy of the, that is the beauty. You know, when gopis, they curse Brahma. ब्रह्मा जी आप बहुत अच्छे हो, एवरीथिंग यू हैव डन, लेकिन एक गलती किया है। पहली बात तो आपने जिसको 1000 आंख नहीं देना चाहिए उसको 1000 आंख दे दी इंद्र को, और हमको सिर्फ 2 आंख दी। क्या दी? यू हैव गिवन अस ओनली 2 आईज। 2 आईज में भी आपने आईलिड क्यों डाला? क्यों डाला आईलिड? ये आईलिड की वजह से जब बंद होती है, वी आर नॉट एबल टू सी कृष्णा, वी आर नॉट एबल टू, आंख बंद हो जाती है कभी कभी, तो इट डिस्टर्ब। सो दैट इज द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द भक्ति द गोपीज हैव टू सी कृष्णा। पर हमारा क्या हाल है? हमारा तो अपनी में चले जाते हैं। So that is the intensity of seeing the Lord face. What to speak of Surdas? Every day he used to, even he is blind, with the eyes of love he used to sing. और एक दिन तो, you know, if you go to Srimad ji, the dress change every time. एक दिन में 3-3 बार, 2-2 बार, 3-3 बार ड्रेस चेंज होता है। वहां पे वही सेवा है, विग्रह की सेवा वहां पे मेन है। वहां प्रचार नहीं है, वहां पे वो नहीं है, लेकिन विग्रह की सेवा भरपूर करते हैं। कहाँ पे? श्रीनाथ जी। नहीं, यहाँ से ज्यादा वहां पे और भी विग्रह सेवा, प्रसाद और विग्रह सेवा। So whenever Surdas used to come and new dress, used to sing nicely according to the dress. So you know the people used to get sometimes पुजारी को डाउट हो जाता था कि ये अंधा है कि नहीं अंधा। I have to test। एक दिन तो कपड़ा ही नहीं पहना। अभी बोलो कैसा कपड़ा पहना है? अरे 2 दिन अरे क्या आज का आपका रूप है। And he started describing that आज नग्न के ऊपर उनके पूरा पद बना दिया कि आपका नग्न शरीर कैसा दिख रहा है। Then he asked forgiveness to Surdas, and that's why Surdas says one thing very nicely. उसको पूछा गया था, आप तो अंधे हो, आपको तो दिखता नहीं है, तो आप क्यों आते हो? बोलता है मैं तो अंधा हूँ, मेरे स्वामी तो अंधा नहीं। क्या? वो तो देखते हैं, इसीलिए आना है, इसलिए मंदिर आना है कि उनकी कृपा पड़े। उनके मुख पे अमृत है। क्या है? उनकी दृष्टि में अमृत। अगर उनकी दृष्टि से अमृत पड़ती है तो ये जो मरे हुए जीव है ना, जो विष पिए थे, क्यों ये also got revived। जितने गोपी, ये जितने भी ग्वाल थे, सब खाली दृष्टि से, ये भी अभी आप आगे देखोगे इन दिस लीला, समुद्र मंथन लीला, The Sumeru Parvat, they crushed, everybody was crushed. सब मतलब हम भी बलवान तुम भी, हम भी कुछ है, उठाने गए, क्या गए? उठाया, थोड़ा देर उठाया, धाड़ करके आ गए, सबके सब कुछ उबर गए। फिर भगवान ने एक हाथ डाला, उठाया, दृष्टि से सबका बॉडी जो था इमरजेंसी सर्जरी हो गई, एज इट इज, जो जैसा था वैसा हो गया खाली दृष्टि से। तो कितनी पावरफुल भगवान का दृष्टि है। एंड दैट्स व्हाई टू कम इन फ्रंट ऑफ लॉर्ड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ लॉर्ड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, टू सिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ लॉर्ड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज अमृत वर्षा होती है। क्या होती है? कथा वर्षा, अमृत वर्षा, स्टैंडिंग देयर, लाभ ही लाभ है। क्या है? हमको नहीं मालूम पड़े। आज जैसे किसी को कैंसर है, इसको लाइटिंग होती है, कौन सी लाइट में डालते हैं? केमोथेरेपी में डालते हैं। क्यों डालते हैं उसको मालूम नहीं, लेकिन अंदर रिएक्शन होते रहता है। वैसे हम जाने नहीं अनजाने, इवन स्टैंडिंग देयर, समथिंग पॉजिटिव इज हैपनिंग टू अस, हमको नहीं मालूम पड़ेगा लेकिन होता है। Even if we are sitting over here, something is changing. हमारा कुछ ना कुछ हमारा चेंज हो रहा है, and that's why we have to come. When we are listening over here, so nicely the description of Lord, कितना सुंदर हमारे सामने वर्णन आ रहा है। स्वच्छ नील मरकट, ईक्षण, कंज गर्भ, लसत, वास, सुमुख, चारु अंग, super, we should remember all this, and that is the beauty of the Lord. God says, Venu parantaram aravindatalaya kaksham bahara vasantam sitam buddha sundaram kandarva kotika maniya vishesha shobha govindamadi purusha amangalaya. Kandarva koti. Even if they come together, the beauty of the Lord cannot be compared. That is the beauty. And whenever the gopis, they used to see the Lord, they used to see this, the feather which is applied to the Lord. That shloka comes in the Venu Gita, that one Lord. Vaharapidam. Vaharapidam. Natavarvapu. Karnika Karnikaram. Bhadra, Vibhadra. Vidravasam. Very nice. The same. Vaijanti Mala. The same thing is everywhere. The description is nice size description, and that is what we have to remember. That is our asset. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. We have just completed half shloka. क्या किया? Half description complete. अभी climax बाकी है. पर ठीक है, इतना भी अगर हम लोग अपने जीवन में लगाएंगे, पैंट, धोती पैंट में तो आ जाएगा। 5 minutes later, and we can write up. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.